So one of the questions that went through my mind when writing this piece was, how much of a time period can you evoke with the sound design and orchestration within a piece of music? And being a show about the 80s, this really got my mind going about the kind of the feeling of neon lights and electricity. And this theme kept on coming back about two people in an embrace, and it really started to shape the way that the music was put together. I had these two synthesizers kind of doing a little musical dance together, which really got this image of the interaction going. And that interaction sort of became a mantra that kept on coming back and back through the piece, along with the sound design that gave it an almost ghost-like spiritual feel. There was also this element of the strings and the orchestra becoming more of the romantic side of two people embracing in a world of danger. And in that previous build-up, the two voices took the place of those synthesizers to achieve the same effect. And there are also moments within the music which evoked a much darker sound by using the two synthesizers together but in a slightly different way. And this moves on to the rather frightening territory of the virus, and I wanted to evoke an almost needle-like sound within the music. I kept on imagining these grotty 80s streets in a city lit with neon and thinking, how can I evoke that within the music? I was always asking the question, how can you tread the line between kind of real darkness and a disturbed state, but also this heaviness of desire between two people in a very unsettled time? wanted to evoke this adrenaline and pulse which kind of captured the electric state of people in the time, and also build up this feeling of uncontrolled energy that has to be let out through the whole piece towards the end. I was just thinking, what is it like to risk being ridiculed at every single turn just for the way you are? And I'm wondering, what must it have been like to live as a gay person in the 80s? But ultimately the piece is about human touch and kindness and love. And it's ultimately that human touch and empathy which brings people through a very, very difficult time. So there's a lot of other projects to check out on my website if you're interested in a slightly different sound. It's a Wonderful Life was a delve into mid-20th century Hollywood romantic orchestration, and Howard's End was more of a jazz-driven piece. So if you're interested in those, have a look at the projects, which also have a podcast.